You're listening to A Tiny Homestead, the podcast comprised entirely of conversations with homesteaders, cottage food producers, and crafters. I'm your host, Mary Lewis. Today I'm talking with Cody at Ryan's Yak Farm in New York. Good morning, Cody. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? I'm good.
I'm good. Where in New York are you, and how is the weather? Are you part of the heat bubble that's going on?
We are definitely part of the heat bubble. We are in Oxford, New York. It's upstate New York. It's a hot day, a hot week.
Yeah. Yep, it sure is. Upstate New York is all the way across New York. So what are you west or middle or east upstate?
I'm gonna say like east.
Okay.
I'm not really good with demographics, so
That's okay. Don't worry about it. My parents live in Maine, so
okay.
my husband and I have made the road trip from Minnesota to Maine a couple of times in the 20 years we've been together. And we always drive the northern route in New York, and then we drop down to get down to Albany.
Okay.
And it is so beautiful.
It is.
The grape arbors, and I don't even know what else. All the
Oh
little
no, for
rivers,
sure.
all the little rivers that go along the highway. And oh my God, coming into Albany, you go basically up a slight incline, and then you get to the top of that incline, and the whole valley drops out underneath you, and all you can see is mountains and trees in the
Yes.
city.
So pretty, isn't it?
Oh my God, the first time we took our youngest with us to visit my parents. We came up over that hill, and the valley dropped out, and he's looking from the back seat, and I hear this big gasp. And he says, "Mom, can I say a swear word?" And I was like, "Yes." And he said, "Holy shit, it's so beautiful."
How funny.
And I'm crying. I hadn't been home in years.
It is so pretty out here, though.
Yeah, and he was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "You know how you felt like you needed to say a big word you're not allowed to say?" He says, "Yeah." And I said, "These are the big feelings that I feel like I'm not allowed to feel anymore."
Oh, Maine's so pretty too.
Oh, it is. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Basically, we would hit Pennsylvania, and I would be like, I'm back in the land of trees."
Yes.
You know, because I mean, Minnesota has trees, but it's very much northern Minnesota that is like Maine. And so for me to feel like I'm quote unquote home-ish, I
Yep.
have to drive like 5 hours to get far enough north to be like, "Oh, pine trees, many, many pine trees again." So it's hard, but I also love Minnesota. I've been here for over 30 years. I always have to say that because when I first moved here, I moved here kicking and screaming
Oh, really?
and did not want to leave Maine.
Yeah.
And then after about 15, 20 years in Minnesota, I was like, it really is nice here too. I kind of love it. So I always have to reiterate that I love where I live. I have had the chance twice to move back, and I have chosen to not leave.
Huh.
So I do love it here. I love Minnesota. It is my second favorite home. So anyway, can you please tell me a little bit about what you do and a little bit about yourself?
So I am a teacher during the day. I teach a barbering program at DCMO Boces. It's a career and technical school. It's not part of the cosmetology program. It's totally different. I do the barber side of things. Um, I also work at a barbershop. After I leave school, I go to the barbershop until like 7 o'clock at night, and then I'm finally able to come home to the farm. But and then I'm on weekends. My family does a lot during the week for the farm while I'm not here. Um, Weekends are my time to do everything I want to get done on the farm, spend time with the animals. Um, I didn't grow up on a farm. I married into a farm. Been here 17 years. We've always had beef. This was my husband's dairy farm. Their family has owned this farm since 1906, and then my husband bought into it. There was originally over 428 acres, but it got eventually sold off. And then my husband bought the farm. So I've got three children, a 16-year-old, 14-year-old, and a 12-year-old. And we live here on the farm. And now, now we're yak farmers.
I am so excited to find out about yaks, Cody. I haven't talked to anyone about yaks yet in over 2.5 years of doing this podcast. So,
Oh, they're so awesome.
yes. So, um, tell me the different animals you have, and then we'll narrow it down to my questions about yaks. What else
Okay.
do you have besides yaks?
I have three baby doll sheep, four goats. They're like mixed goats. I've got like a Nubian, an Oberhausen, and some Nigerian dwarfs. I've got, I gotta think, 13 Cooney pigs.
Okay.
I have a mule and a horse. Um, I think that's it. We did have bees, but I lost the hive over the wintertime, so I didn't get bees this year. I was too late.
That happens. Uh,
Hmm.
it's a very rewarding job to keep bees, but
Oh, definitely.
it's also heartbreaking when you lose a hive because it takes a lot to get that
Worked
replaced.
up, yes. And they're so expensive.
Yeah.
So to lose that my first year that was rough, but I do
Yeah,
plan on getting back into it. But
good, good. I hope that you do because you already have the setup. You might as well get
yes.
some bees. And the thing that's expensive about keeping bees is the beginning year,
Oh,
as we've
geez.
discovered.
Yes. Definitely getting all the stuff that you need is definitely expensive.
Yeah, all the supplies. I mean,
Mhm.
Eh, this is gonna sound terrible, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If you are someone who is buying more than an acre of land to get into homesteading and you think you need to make a choice between bees and chickens, chickens are actually cheaper to get
Oh,
started.
100%. Yes.
But if you're obsessed with honeybees and you really wanna do the work and you wanna lay the money out so you can have
Yeah.
honey, go for it because it's just as rewarding.
It is, and it's so delicious.
Mhm.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, we have not been doing a lot of honey lately because honey is very expensive at the store or through someone who is raising bees.
Right.
And I
Yep.
miss it. I really miss honey.
Oh, it is so good. I've never liked honey either. And then I got my own bees and started doing it and started like separating the honey from the honeycomb and all that and got on my fingers and then I tasted it. I was like, holy moly, this is so good.
It's so
Um,
different.
mm-hmm.
And we were getting our honey from Sam's Club. And
Okay.
and we know someone who has bees, and we haven't been up to see him in a couple of years. He has an apple orchard and of course has bees.
Yep.
And, he sells his honey every fall, and we haven't gotten honey from him in a couple of years. The difference between his honey and the real honey at Sam's Club, the difference in taste is, I would say, half again as good. His is
Oh
half
yeah.
again as good.
Yep.
And we were lucky enough to get some of the honey he got one year from his bees. They had found a patch of wild mint, so
Oh wow.
the honey had a mint
Minty
flavor to it.
taste. Ah,
It was fabulous
I
in
bet it
tea.
was.
Oh, it was so good. He I don't think he's had that kind since. They haven't gone back to the mint patch.
Ah, I love that though. The mint patch. Mm.
Yeah, I teased him. I said, "You should charge double for this mint honey." He was
Yeah.
like, "I can't do that. I can't do that just because we lucked into mint." I said, "Of course you
Ah,
can. You're the one that sets your prices." He's like, "Mary,
sure.
I'm not gonna do that." I'm like, "Okay, we're all gonna benefit from your smart bees," and he was just laughing. I said, "If you can find, I don't know, a tree that makes a strawberry flavor besides strawberries that flavored honey would be really
Oh
good."
yeah.
He said, "You know
Yeah.
that's not how it works, right?" And I was like, "Yes, I know that's not how it works. Yes, I
But it
do."
would be good.
Yeah, strawberries and honey, that would be amazing. Okay, so I didn't know that you had kept bees. I hope that you get back into it 'cause sounds like you
Me
really
too.
enjoyed it. So, tell me about yaks. The thing in my head about yaks is that they are from Siberia or somewhere
Yeah.
really cold,
Yep.
and that the natives would milk them because so that they had a source of milk. That's all I've got.
Yes. Yes, they did do that. They were from the Tibetan mountains, Himalayas. Um, they're just magnificent animals. They're big. Um, I mean, they've got a lot of power on their backs, their necks. They use their horns over in the mountains to move rocks out of their way.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm still learning about yaks. This wasn't anything that we researched before getting. It just kind of fell in our lap. And then I'm still researching so I know how to keep everyone happy, everyone healthy. I'm still in that process of learning because we just got yaks last year.
Oh, so this is new.
Oh, this is so new, like very new.
Okay, then let me ask you some specific questions because it would probably be easier for you. How many do you have?
I have 12.
And have you had any baby yaks?
Yes, we have had two yaks born on here at the farm. This year we lost one of the baby yaks. It was a really tough time. We've
Yeah.
tried everything to help her and save her, but she had some kind of a rumen issue in her stomach and she just wasn't growing and it was awful. But we have another little baby yak. Hopefully, four more are born this year. Um, so we have little Ivy. She's so sweet.
Okay.
Um, so yeah,
Okay. So do you have, like, more than 1 male yak, or do you have
yeah.
multiple males?
Nope, we have a couple males. I we have Jack. So Jack is what who started all of this. Um, nothing. I didn't know anything about yaks. Nothing. I didn't even know what a yak was. And my husband went over to his uncle's farm, who was housing Jack. Um, he was housing him because there was a case going on, an animal abuse case, and Jack was one of those animal victims that needed a spot to go. And my husband said, for the love of God, don't tell Cody that there's a yak that needs a home. Don't say anything to her. And then my husband comes home and he walks through the door and he looks at me. He's like, you want a yak? And I'm like, what is a yak? I don't even know what a yak is. And I'm Googling it and looking it up. And I saw a picture of him and I smiled at my husband. I'm like, yeah, I want a yak. So that's how we got Jack is we adopted him through the SPCA,
Yep.
SPCA. Um, we adopted him, and then when I was doing research, he was previously left with cows. So we had cows here, but we kept them separate. But doing some research, they're herd animals. So we got I gotta think how many more we got since Jack. 9. We
Uh-huh.
bought more yaks. Uh, so this all started in March of last year.
So, not long ago
No,
at
oh
all.
no,
Okay.
no.
Alright. I typed in yak in Google because I wanted to see a picture of one up
Mm-hmm.
close. And what I saw in my head here is that it looks like a cross between a beef cattle animal
Mm-hmm.
and a buffalo.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the taxonomy, it says belonging to the genus Bos,
Yep.
yaks are related to cattle and bison. Go
Yes.
fig.
They're part of
So
the
they are.
bovine. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and the one they're showing is a dark one with the horns that curl up, and he
Yep.
has, like, a heart-shaped white, spot
That's
between his horns.
kind of like what Jack looks like. He's black and has like a white patch, and Ivy has the same markings as his dad, as her dad. So
Nice. Okay, so in looking at this picture, they have very long hair, or are there short-haired
there,
kinds too?
so Jack is his upper body is short haired, and then he's got a long skirt. The skirt in the Himalayas would protect the underneath during the super super cold weather.
Uh-huh.
I've got some woolies, so they're very shaggy, and all I can think of is like a perm.
Yep.
Like my one bull has a very curly top on his head, but
Okay.
they do come in a little bit of both.
Okay, so can the skirt hair be used for clothing like sheep wool is used for clothing?
I don't, not 100% sure, but I
Okay.
don't think so. Only because that's more of like a hair, their fiber. We get the yaks fiber from their top half, like underneath their regular hair. Like it's,
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but it's so soft, so so soft. I want to say it's probably just as soft, if not more, than alpaca.
So like an undercoat, like a dog will
Yes,
have? Okay. Yep. And how is a yak's temperament? I mean, I'm assuming it depends on the animal and it depends on the owner, but
definitely depends on the animal.
in general.
I am currently yaks 4, Cody 0.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not like they're trying to hurt me. I get in their space and they just move their head, and I happen to be in that pathway.
Mhm.
Jack is the sweetest yak that we got. You could go in there, pet him, do whatever you want. He loves treats. Um, some of them they'll come up to you and take a treat, but they don't want to be pet, which is fine. But they're not aggressive animals by any means. Like I said, even though I'm 4 and 0, it's not out of aggressiveness that they're getting me. It's because I'm just being careless in their area.
Yeah.
I'm too comfortable in their area, which I shouldn't be, because they are intact bulls. They are a huge animal. I should always have my guard up, but I'm like, oh, they're so sweet. And I just love them. And I just want to be in there and pet them and give them all the treats. And there's times they don't want that.
Please be careful, Cody. The world needs people like you in it. I would like you to survive your love of yaks.
They are amazing. I do love them so much, especially Jack.
Yeah.
Just to know what he's been through. And I say this all the time on our page. I don't think we rescued Jack. We might have helped him, but in a way, like he saved us, he rescued us. I didn't realize that we needed to have the farm open. Um, we're open to the public, and I never thought I wanted people at my place.
Yeah.
I'm kind of private person, but now having Jack in our Yak page and open to the public, I mean, everyone comes here and is able to brush Jack, see all the other animals that we have, and I absolutely love it. I didn't know I needed that in my life.
Yeah, it's funny how animals come into your life and
Mm-hmm.
your heart just bursts open. You had no clue that
No.
number 1, you needed them, and number 2, that you would love them as much as you do.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a dog like that, and I'm not gonna spend 20 minutes on her, I swear to God. She's my favorite pet I've ever had. Her name is Maggie. She's an Australian Shepherd. She's gonna be 6 the 1st of August. And, I have fallen so far over the love cliff with this dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. And I said to my husband the other day, I said, "I don't think I want another dog after Maggie is no longer with us." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "'Cause I don't think I can do it again. I don't think I have the capacity to fall in love like that again and watch that animal live out its life, and I'm still alive when it dies. I don't
Right.
think I can do it."
No, that is one of definitely the hardest parts, is losing
Yep.
a dog or
Anything.
anything. Cattle. I mean, we lost Ivy, or we lost Hazel, and I was devastated.
Yeah. It's I keep saying that grief is not about regret about the death, it's about regret over the potential of the thing that died.
Mhm.
It
Yeah,
seems
I
like
agree.
you're grieving the life they lived, but you're actually grieving the life they didn't get to continue to live.
Yep.
And I didn't realize that until a few years ago, and my whole perspective shifted. And I was like, "Oh, duh. If I'm grieving the life that they didn't get to continue, maybe we make the life we're living better while we're here."
Right.
And that's probably what you think about the yaks. They
Oh,
probably have
definitely.
made your life so much richer.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I love teaching to begin with, so when people come here and we can educate them with what knowledge that we do have and when we're still learning, um, just seeing people interact with the yaks or any of the animals we have here, I just love it. I think it's amazing to see my husband, Craig, go up in the pasture with the yaks with a bucket and just have them all follow him and then see people's expressions
Yeah.
when you see these massive animals either running behind him or walking behind him in a single line. It's people's reactions is priceless. I love it. I
I
think
bet I
they're
bet
so
it's amazing.
magnificent that people need to see them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, how big do they get? I mean, how tall are they at the shoulder?
Jack is
How
I
tall
don't
are you?
I'm 5'4", so I mean Jack's head comes up to my head.
Okay. So their shoulders probably about 5 foot, maybe 4 foot 10.
Maybe.
Okay, so they're not super tall.
No, not at all. Not super tall, just beefy, um, and powerful.
Yeah, how much do
I
you think
think that's
how much do
another thing
how
that
much do
is,
you think they weigh, Cody?
uh, maybe 1,200 to 1,500 pounds.
Yeah. So about the size of a cow.
Yeah,
Yep. But short, but a short cow.
but shorter. The legs are shorter. They've got that skirt. They've got the massive horns. Yeah, I mean, there's the muscle mass that they have is crazy. The power that they used in the Himalayas to move things and tread through all that snow is mind blowing.
Yes, they're super amazingly strong and powerful
Yeah.
animals. Um, I'm sure you don't wanna eat your yaks, but I'm guessing that people eat yak meat like they eat
They
beef.
do. They do. So that's one of the things that we do plan on doing with our when if we get too many bulls
Mhm.
when we start calving, that's probably going to be some of the pathway that we lead to is just ethical breeding, but making sure that we utilize all of our animal. My one bull that I have, he's about 3 years old and he's supposed to be processed, but I can't find anybody in this area that will butcher a yak because of the horns.
Really?
Yeah. They can't fit in the squeeze chute that they need, I guess, to be USDA. And I can't. And I made sure that we bought some from the people that we got yaks from. They had some meat there and we bought some and it was delicious. It's so lean. It's so good for you.
Yeah.
Higher in the omega fats. It was amazing. You just got to eat it a little bit rare, not
Mhm.
rare, but medium rare, just so
Yeah.
it's still juicy. But that was our plan. But we still have Danny, and he was originally our first yak to process, and I can't find anybody that doesn't want to cut the horns off first. And I'm not doing that. I'm not. That's not anything that I'm interested in. Is putting my animal through any kind of stress before that because I love them and I value them and I appreciate his time here and his purpose for us, but I'm not. putting my animal through any kind of stress like that.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that New York has laws just like Minnesota has laws, just like every state has laws
Yep.
that you can't dispatch him on your property and then take him to the butcher.
No, and not to do USDA so we could sell.
Yeah.
So, no,
Huh. Well, that's an interesting
and
problem.
and I've called everybody, and as soon
I'm
as they're like, "Yak, nope." Like, "Oh my goodness."
I'm so confused because there's longhorn cattle.
I even called a Longhorn butcher, and I said, "Will you butcher a yak?" He goes, "Nope." I'm like, why?" Just won't do it.
That is
But that, I
so
mean,
weird.
I guess it's meant to happen, you know? Danny's meant to be here, so.
Sure, but do the female yaks have horns too?
Yep,
Well,
yep, the
crap.
boys just have thicker. Theirs are a lot thicker, longer. I think Danny's probably 3.5 to 4 feet across with his horns.
Yeah.
Um, the girls aren't as big, but they do have them. But the reason for not doing the females was to grow our herd.
Oh, yes, of course, but I was just thinking that
Oh,
as
definitely, for sure, we could.
yeah, as the females get older and aren't going to
Yep.
produce babies anymore,
And it
that
takes a long time to grow them too.
yeah,
About 3 years to grow a yak to be, from what we were told from the people that we got them from, to be butcher size
okay.
because they grow slower.
Yeah, and it takes about 2 years for a cow, a steer,
Hmm.
so that doesn't surprise me that it takes a little bit longer for a yak.
Yep. They're
I'm just
mostly grass fed, so just it's more lean, but we do a little bit of grain and
yeah,
alfalfa pellets.
I'm just astounded that they won't dispatch and butcher a yak.
Yeah, no, I can't find anybody. I
Huh.
was willing to travel to PA. I was willing to travel wherever just so we could start our meat production here. That's what we got the cooney pigs for, is meat production and breeding. They also take a really long time to grow. So my first one goes on the 28th of this month. I'm kind of really sad.
Yeah.
They're so sweet.
Yeah, friends of ours got a couple pigs, couple like 2 years ago, I think, and they butchered at least one of them last fall. And she was concerned that she would be really sad too, and she hasn't said anything about being really sad about it. So
No,
I think it went okay.
I think this pig will do okay because I knew his purpose this whole time. But the babies, we just got 7 more on Monday. Um, and there's two that I have, one that looks like Chewbacca and just one that was a runt that we bought. I don't think I could let those two go.
They're gonna be friends for life,
They're
huh?
going to be friends forever. Yeah.
Yep.
Because they're just so sweet.
Um, well, I'm still puzzling over the whole not butchering yaks. So,
I know.
if anybody is listening and knows anyone who does butcher yaks, please let me know or let Cody know. You can email me
Please.
and you can I assume I'll put your Facebook page link
Yeah.
in the show notes when this comes out so that people can get hold of you.
Definitely let me know, especially if you're in upstate New York.
Yeah, or I'm trying to think. I don't know if I don't know how this works. What happens if somebody in Canada will do it and you drive your yak to Canada to be butchered and then it comes back
I have no idea.
butchered in
I don't know. Do I have to cross customs?
I don't know. I think so. I wonder if that's a thing. Probably, but
Yeah.
I bet it would cost a ton of money. So maybe that's not even possible. But I'm trying to think of what's before New York because I'm looking at the map in my head and it's a little hazy. What is the state west of New York? Ohio?
Yeah, it's down a little bit, but yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Ohio. Maybe Illinois. Maybe freaking Kentucky. I don't
I've
know.
even reached out to we follow this group on Facebook, the Bearded Butchers.
Yeah.
They're in Ohio. I absolutely love them. And then I even reached out to them, but I didn't hear anything back. That would have been
This
amazing.
this is craziness.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you're having such a hard time with
Oh,
this.
that's okay. I mean, just longer that we get to have Danny here and people get to see how amazing he is and how beautiful he is. But
Well, I love that you guys are doing this because yaks and reindeer are
mm,
are 2 of the animals that most people don't think of when they think of people who have farms or homesteads or
yep,
ranches. And my other podcast, Grit and Grace in the Heartland, with my co-host Leah,
yep,
she's a cattle rancher. And I interviewed a lady who raises reindeer with her dad. And Leah had her cattleman husband listen to that episode. And her cattleman husband said, $20,000 for a reindeer? One? That was what stuck out to him from the interview.
that's too funny.
Yep. So how much does a yak usually cost, Cody?
It depends on their temperament. The place that we went to, there was a couple, but I think they did this price. There was $18,000, and I think they set it that high because they don't want to get rid of it.
Uh-huh.
But I would say typically between $3,000 to $5,000 is normal, especially with temperament. If they're super sweet, you can get more money because instead of like a wild one,
Yeah.
um, we just got two new yaks, Aspen and Ridge, on Saturday. They're the sweetest things. So sweet. So we have the vet coming out today to do a health check on them and then the babies to get them ready because we got invited to go to the Shenango County Fair this year.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Not to be in with the dairy, the beef or anything. Like we won't be in their exhibits, but we'll have our own little tent and set up for our yaks. I think I'm going to bring 3 or 4 of them. So the vet comes up today and we do checks and get everyone all ready for the fair in August, and it should be a good time.
That's exciting. And the fact that they're not putting them with the other cloven hooved animals leads me to think that they are there's a word and I had it before I started talking about it. Exotic.
Yes. Oh, for sure. For
So
sure.
you're special, Cody. You have
I
exotic
yes.
animals.
Yes. So
I
exotic that insurance, let me tell you, it was rough getting insurance because of the exotic animals.
Yeah, so do you have to have, like, a special permit to own them?
Nope.
No?
No permit.
Okay.
No. Which
Cool.
is weird.
That's good though, because
It is.
permitting can be really expensive too.
Yep, no permits. Just have them here.
And I know this is new for you, but are there a lot of people in the United States that have yaks, or is it a very unusual animal?
There's a few in New York that I know of that I've gotten mine from. Um, I probably can think of 4 yaks, um, yak farms
In New York alone?
in New York. Yep. And
Okay.
people have been reaching out about buying some, and I don't have the amount yet to be able to grow our herd, and we'll see with how many babies we have.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's another question. With cows, if they have twins and they're male female twins, the female typically isn't capable of reproducing.
right.
She's called a free martin. Do yaks have the same issue?
That I'm not sure.
You might want to check into it
Yeah.
because
I
if you're
do think that having twins is very rare for them, but they do have them. But that part I don't know yet.
well, I'm glad I had the chance to talk to you so I could bring it up because now you can
Yes.
check. Um, Leah goes through that sometimes, and
Does she?
they don't know whether the female is going to be able to have babies or not in that situation, and so she usually goes to auction and becomes hamburger or whatever
Mhm.
because they can't keep an animal that isn't earning its keep.
Right, exactly. Yep.
So put it on the list, ma'am, to check and see about the free martin situation with yaks.
Definitely.
Try to help every chance I can because I know just enough to be dangerous. And when I actually know something that might be important, I'm like, hey, have you thought about this yet? All
No, that's
right.
good to think about.
I try to keep these to half an hour. We're at 35 minutes. Cody, thank you so much for
No,
taking
thank you
the
so
time.
much for having me.
Where can people find you?
At Ryan's Yak Farm on Facebook. Um, and if you go to the website, it's Ryan's Yak Farms with an S at the end of farms.com.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it.
As always, people can find me at a tinyhomesteadpodcast.com. Cody, thank you again. Love talking
Thank
with you.
you.
And I learned so many cool things today about an animal that I knew like two things about. So it was awesome. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.